Russell Wilson and the Seattle Seahawks, taking on Derek Carr and the Las Vegas Raiders.
It is a sound like no other when they raise that 12th man flag here in Seattle. We just heard it, and that means it's time for football at CenturyLink Field. These folks love their football in Seattle. This was the scene a moment ago as the home squad came out of the tunnel, and it was just absolutely deafening in this building. They're set for football, so are we, as the Seahawks get set to match up with Derek Carr and the Las Vegas Raiders. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you look at this Seahawks team as they get ready here, and I don't think from what we saw... Ready to get us started, the Aussie punter and kickoff man, Michael Dixon. And off we go from Seattle. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. First possession coming for the Raiders, and at quarterback, their longtime starter in his 7th season, Derek Carr.
Sometimes I wonder if we're just not looking at Derek Carr and evaluating him the correct way, because this guy's been incredibly reliable. Only 2 missed starts in 6 seasons with the Raiders. His completion percentage topped 70% last year. The only one higher, Drew Brees in New Orleans. The problem, though, it hasn't translated into wins. They move the ball up and down the field, but they don't score enough touchdowns. Derek Carr hoping to remedy that in 2020.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Trey Flowers picks it, and he's going to get this on down to the 13-yard line. Now comes Russell Wilson in season number 9, 6-time Pro Bowler, as he gets set to lead this Seahawks offense.
Whenever you think about the Seattle Seahawks, one of the first things that pops to mind is how well they run the football and how much they like doing it. But you have to also look at how well Russell Wilson has played at the quarterback spot. Hasn't just been a game manager. Last year, over 4,100 yards passing, the second most in his career. 31 touchdown passes, and took care of the ball as well because he threw just 5 interceptions. If you need to open things up, Russell Wilson can get it done.
Now a toss play. It's Carson. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now. From the gun on 3rd down, Wilson. The quick slant caught, and he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Seahawks have taken a first-quarter lead.
Great field position has to be one of the best friends an offense can have. When you don't have very far to go, you should cash it in with points.
Jason Myers now for the extra point. And this will give the Seahawks a 7-0 lead. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it all culminates with a Seattle score. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And this will come out to the 25 as Jones elects for the touchback. Second drive of the game coming up for this Las Vegas offense. Not the start that they were hoping for. The interception on the first play of the game. It leads to 6 points the other way. How do you rebound from here?
Yeah, a little bit of humor. Got to laugh that one off and not the ha-ha. That was very funny, but kind of like, can you believe that just happened? Let's go out and play now. Let's just start over.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. But no matter your experience level as a quarterback, you throw an interception on that first drive, maybe a little shaken up. Nice response there to get their first down.
I think you make an excellent point. I don't care who you are. You throw an interception, it's going to get to you a little bit. But the ones that we've seen that are the best, you never notice it. They don't come to the bench, throw their helmets. They don't do any of that. They just go back out the next drive and act like it never happened. And that's what we're seeing here.
And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47. From the 47, it's 2nd and 5.
A gain of 5.
Carr going to give it to Jacobs. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40.
Jacobs, the ball carrier. Trey Flowers.
I thought when Josh Jacobs was coming out of the University of Alabama, he was an absolutely perfect fit for John Gruden's offense with the Raiders. And it turned out, in this case, I was absolutely right. Led the NFL rookies in rushing a year ago, 1,150 yards. In fact, the only rookie to top the 1,000-yard barrier. And this kid is a workhorse who can carry the football in any situation and catch it out of the backfield.
On 1st and 10, here's Carr. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Definitely the last thing you want to see here in a preseason game. We'll be right back. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Brought down.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and...
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Carr. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 13-yard line. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down.
It's a gain of 8.
How about the timing on that one? Boy, they were in sync, weren't they? 3-step drop, balls out of his hands, right to the tight end. Nice completion, just like they do it in practice.
From the 5, here's 2nd and 2. Back to the running game with Jacobs. And he's over the line and in for a Raider touchdown.
Touchdown.
A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Raiders, they're within an extra point of tying this thing up. A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up. Meaning, when you get on a guy, you just stay right there, and each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
Now for the extra point, Daniel Carlson. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will make it into the end zone. And this will come out to the 25 as Reed opts for the touchback.
25-yard line.
Seattle's offense coming back onto the field, ready for their 2nd drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
He'll find Metcalf. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
2nd and 4 at the 31-yard line.
Play action. Now Wilson. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. From the shotgun, Wilson. And he finds a man. It's Olsen. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. 2 veterans there, Wilson to Olsen for a Seattle 1st down.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And there was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a 1st down.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Wilson will throw again. And they've got the hook up. This is Olsen. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Right back to him for 10 more and a first.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
7-7, our score after one.
The score tied 7-7.
A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on 1st down. Now it's the backup Smith. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. David Moore, the intended target, but it's going to be 2nd down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Smith, an incomplete pass on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Smith. That's caught by Hollister. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going. We often talk about understanding the playbook, understanding progressions, and understanding what the defense is doing. We saw all of that on that play. Great recognition and understood where his running back was going to be. Found a way to have him leak out underneath, hit him with the football, and they picked up the 1st down.
On 1st and 10, Smith. And the Raiders have got him. Malik Collins busting through to get him for a loss of 6.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz, and even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz called and you still cover the screen, now that allows your blitzers to get there.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Now a quick throw as that's complete on the hitch route. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. The Seahawks on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 10. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And a good job on the tackle there as they get him down shy of the 1st on the 35-yard strike.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a 1st down.
Seahawks field goal. A 52-yard attempt.
And Myers able to knock it through. And the Seahawks grab a 3-0 lead.
Makes the score Seahawks 10, Raiders 7.
So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone, get you 6?
Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Vegas offense ready for their next possession. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Now the 5th-year running back, it's Jalen Richard. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. You don't see that a ton, do you? The cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
It's caught. Jones. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39.
A gain of 14.
His first catch, good for 14 there and a first down. Two minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half, as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Not much there, only a yard. Mariota yelling out the play call as he hustles everyone to get set. He was trying to get it that time to Bryan Edwards. And it's 3rd down. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. The open man here, Renfro. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10.
The Seattle now ready to march onto the field. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of.
And down he goes. Brought down a Raider sack. Malik Collins able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening.
What a nice read and play by the defensive tackle. Never bought the play action fake. Went right for the quarterback and put him on the ground.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. This is Carson. And a very short pickup there across the 15 to the 16. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. On 3rd down. Carson, and he'll lose yardage on this one back to the 13. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. Out comes Zay Jones with the rest of his offense as they take the field. They've got to be thinking, how can we get him a little bit more involved here? 2nd quarter, you're down, and really, he's been out of the mix.
I would agree with that, and oftentimes you hear, well, we're just taking what the defense is giving us, but sometimes that's just not good enough. Sometimes you have to take what you want, and that means getting him the football.
Yeah, so far just a single catch in this game. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle 3rd of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down. He's going to find and complete it to Renfro. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. 1st down, Mariota. He'll find his running back here, Richard.
Mariota.
And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Throwing again on 2nd down. Mariota. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. So we have reached halftime in our first preseason matchup of the year. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Back to you guys in just a minute as we've started the countdown to opening night. 3 more weeks of preseason action follow this, and then we get it all started. Less than 1 month, from tonight. In our game, the defenses look to be ready for the regular season. Maybe not the offenses just yet, but still a half to go. As we get you back out to Brandon Gaudin.
Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
Their own 25-yard line.
Seattle again getting ready to take over offensively. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
The ball popped in the air and intercepted. He's picked off at his own 46 and to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this third quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind. And we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
Here we go.
Following the interception here, Mariota completes it to Jason Witten. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well.
Gain of 11 on the play. First down, Raiders.
A first down throw for Mariota. Here's a short little toss to Carrier. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
4 yards on the pickup. Second and 6.
On second down now, Richard. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a third and about 4 for a first.
And it's third.
Mariota. It's a screen to Richard. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. That one good for 13 and a Raider first down.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a first down.
From the 13 now, they work on first and 10. They'll run on first down. Richard. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. Second and 2.
Tackle made at the 5-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup. Brings up second and 2.
They'll keep it on the ground. Richard. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line.
Ball carrier brought down at the 2-yard line. First and goal at the 2-yard line.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Only a yard that time. Second and goal.
Gain of a yard. Brings up second
on second down. Richard. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Big play coming here. It's third and goal. Mariota to throw it. Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. Alton Robinson brings him down, and that's a play he's going to remember. The first sack of his NFL career.
And that's the kind of stand all defenses are seeking. Third and goal, backs against the wall, and they get a monster sack, and now they're going to force them into a field goal. For them, that's a win.
4th down, and on comes the Raider kicker, Daniel Carlson. This just a 24-yard attempt. The kick by Carlson is good, and that will knot us up at 10.
At 10.
That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 20.
Geno Smith getting ready to go again here on offense. And he comes out on the heels of an interception he threw last time they had the ball.
Yeah, and you know, the quarterbacks that I know that are the best ones, the ones that really know how to lead their team, they tell them, that's on me. That's my bad. But let's go back out there and move ahead again, guys. We can get this done.
One good thing for him. And the Raiders have got him. Credit the sack there to Arden Key.
Taken down.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Second and 21, a lot of ground to cover. One quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup, and that'll do it for the end of the 3rd quarter. You're watching preseason football on EA Sports. Now they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. From the gun, here's Smith. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 23 yards the pickup there.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. That little arc on it, he's got to find a way to get his head around and make a play on the football.
On 1st down, it's Carson. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
He was brought down by Malik Collins. 2 yards on the pickup.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Smith, wide open receiver, complete. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 40. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius, understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball, and puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory, right at the 40. A shotgun snap for Smith. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. On 1st down, it's Smith. And finding the tight end, Wilson. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
At the 26-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
On 2nd down now, it's Carson. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. Now we're going to get a timeout here as it looks like there's a Seahawk injured on the play. Definitely the last thing you want to see here in a preseason game. We'll be right back. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Now it's Smith. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Jonathan Abram able to make the play defensively.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts. This time on 3rd down.
It is good. Makes the score Seahawks 13. Raiders 10.
So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
Here's Las Vegas ready to take the field. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this fourth quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game. Mariota and the Raiders now come up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. He'll set up to throw from the gun. That's into the hands of Edwards. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
Raider first down.
Working out of the gun, Mariota. And this is caught by Witten, the tight end. And he's brought down, but not before a really nice stiff arm to create a little space.
A 6-yard pickup.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Now left side on the swing pass. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down. Boy, how good has this defense been seemingly all game long?
I really think right from the first snap, I think you're really onto something there. In this passing game, it just can't get off the ground. And that play, they wound up losing yardage.
On 3rd down, Mariota looking downfield for Joe. This is caught inside the 15. And he will be taken down, but it is a huge play there to flip field position. And they'll be on the other side of the field as we have reached the 2-minute warning. Now we're 1st and 10 at the 11. They'll run on 1st down. Richard. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard. Drops this off to Richard. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and now it's 3rd down. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. A 4th down now defensively. Charles, you know they're just asking this crew for one more stop.
And you know that they're feeling the momentum right now, but they have to be very careful not to get over-exuberant, over-excited, and blow an assignment and give up the big first down.
All square now at 13-all as he sends this one away. Now, we knew this had the potential to be a tight game, but with less than 3 minutes to play, couldn't be any tighter. We're all tied.
All locked up, right? And this next drive is going to tell us everything we need to know about this game because I want to see how they come out with the football. Are they going to be aggressive and attack downfield? You still got the 2-minute warning to come up. Or are they going to be conservative and try and hold on and maybe just get to overtime?
1st and 10 and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. Smith. That's to the tight end, Colby Parkinson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. Here's Carson with a catch out of the backfield. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the lines. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down.
Smith sacked.
And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
Now a tough spot for Geno Smith and company after the sack. It's 3rd and long. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. Now here's Michael Dixon as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line.
And And he's got to be fired up about that effort. I don't think he could have walked out and placed it any better than where he ended up putting the football. That's excellent.
The Vegas offense ready for their next possession. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range. Not much. A tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk reward, okay? If you go for it, what is the absolute reward on this? But the risk is probably greater. Run the clock out, get to overtime, and try and win it there.
All right, we'll see if they do just that.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches at the 12-yard line.
And we need overtime to decide this one after 4 quarters of play. We're all even. The extra session in a moment. This is the NFL on EA Sports. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
Over 1st and 10 at their own.
The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Yeah, as we said, they control their own destiny now. So they come out throwing in the extra session and get a nice hook up right away.
Tells you a lot about what a coach feels about his team, doesn't it? That type of a play in overtime. So many people in this situation play not to lose instead of playing to win. That throw there tells you exactly what they're trying to get done.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Now a give right side. Carson. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. That one good for 14 in the Seahawk first. They go with the ground game, pick up the first, now in plus territory.
And that changes the whole mentality of a play caller, doesn't it? Once they cross the 50, they feel like they're in the strike zone. All right, you don't have to be in the red zone to take those big shots downfield or go after the end zone. Right now, that might be available to them.
And now this first drive in OT continues. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Out of the gun, Smith. Throw left side complete. It's Hart. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
Brandon, that's a huge completion there. That puts them in field goal range, but let's face it, they don't want 3 here. They want 6. With these overtime rules, a touchdown finishes it off.
Yeah, looking to win it right away. Good to know, though, that they have 3 in their back pocket if they need it. On 1st down, it's Carson. So he got free at 1 tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else.
On the carry.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Now a man on his 5th franchise in 3 years. It's Carlos.